Breaking news. If it bleeds, it leads. In your news today...
You are now tuned in to Dirty Laundry Media.
Stand by.
So what's going on, Dirty Laundry families? Bill Money back in the building, tapping in with another video. This one here, I grabbed a video of this brother. His name is Cato-Amir. His title is Son of the Gullah-Geechee, and you can find him on Twitter at I am Cato-Amir. You can see that up on the screen there. And this brother is from South Carolina, and in the spirit of Jamie Fowler, this brother caught up with Jim Clyburn at some sort of town hall meeting and got a chance to press him face to face on reparations. I'm going to go ahead and show you the video. Let me know what you think. But before I show you the video, we just want to talk about really quickly the issue of reparations, because recently the Congressional Black Caucus posted a poll on their Twitter, and I'll post a picture here for you to check out the results of the poll. And they were asking, what did which legislative priority of the Congressional Black Caucus or the CBC do you want to hear more about and remain the most important to you? The choices were voting rights, reparations, infrastructure, and the George Floyd Act. And as you can see, reparations overwhelmingly took the poll at 57.5%, trailed by almost 20 points. Voting rights trailed by almost 20 points, or over 20 points. But yet and still, they're continuing to harp on this voting rights issue, which to me is really a non-issue. The Supreme Court recently here in Georgia upheld the voting rights laws that were recently enacted. So here we are, letting them know directly what is important as they asked, and they're going to continue to ignore reparations. So I was glad that this brother Cato-Amir was able to get up close and personal with Jim Clyburn, who in the past has mocked reparations as something that would never happen.
Well, let me tell you something. If you wait on cash payments to come out of reparations, you're going to wait forever. It's not going to happen. So what you've got to do, let me talk. Don't put that in my face.
Why you touching me?
Okay, all right. I'm going to leave you alone.
Cut the check. Tell Nancy Pelosi to cut the check.
Yeah.
You do that for me?
She's the treasurer.
Cut the check. Somebody better cut the check.
Well,
reparations are owed, sir.
You talk to the
ADOS, you're not going to run away from this issue, Congressman.
Oh, I'm not trying to run away from it.
It seems like you are. You're walking away right now.
Oh.
Cut the check, Congressman. Cut the check. Okay. ADOS, you're not going to walk away from this, Congressman. ADOS is everywhere. Cut the check.
Like I said, in the spirit of the good brother Jamie Fowler, who is also another South Carolina native, who during the Democratic primaries was able to corner basically, I believe, almost every candidate besides Joe Biden. I don't believe he was able to actually catch up with Joe Biden, but was able to catch up with these candidates and ask them directly what they thought about the reparations for American descendants of slavery. Most of them pivoted to they support H.R. 40. But H.R. 40 is only a bill that would develop a commission to study reparations. But as you'll see, this brother presses Jim Clyburn with some very valid points. Jim Clyburn is stumbling and bumbling, and he pretty much has nowhere to go. So I want to get this video out. Go ahead and share this video to your social media, your Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you have a presence. Go ahead and get this video out. Go ahead and click that like button. and subscribe to Dirty Laundry Media. Let me know what you think in the comments section. So go ahead and check out the video. I'm signing off, and I'll see you on the other side. This is Bill Money for Dirty Laundry Media. You have a great evening.
Thank you, Congressman Clyburn, for coming. Too often the politicians that say they speak for us never want to speak to us. So I think we should thank him for being here. We should thank him for being here. Congressman Clyburn, I love this handout, but it's missing one thing, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, but I want to read it. In 2019, the average, and I know you know these statistics, the average wealth of the average white American family is $188,000. For black American families, it's only $24,000. Now, I'm Gullah, okay? 80% of rural land, black land ownership, has been lost since 1969. A white high school dropout has more wealth than a black college graduate. Per the Accountable USA and the Food and Research Action Center, your district and the district I've grown up in is the 6th poorest district in the United States of America.
Which district? The 6th district?
South Carolina District 6. Now, there's a quote, and maybe that's not true, but there's a quote.
That's not true.
There's a quote that says, I do not, but they backed it up with census data, but there's a quote that says, I do not buy the concept popular in the 1960s, which said, we have suppressed the black man for 300 years, and the white man is now far ahead in the race for everything our society offers. In order to even the score, we must now give the black man a head start and back to even the race. I don't buy that. I'll be damned if I pay for the sins of my forefathers. I don't feel responsible for the sins of my forefathers. I just feel responsible for now. Now, hearing that quote, y'all might think I'm talking about Donald Trump. No, that was Joe Biden. Now, Congressman, you said we know Joe and Joe knows us. And Joe Biden told us that he would have our backs. But since being in office, Joe Biden has signed executive action for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. He has signed executive actions for LGBTQ citizens. He has done executive action for Native Americans. But where's his executive action for black Americans? Now, what a lot of people may not realize, I don't know because I just learned this. Funny thing, Joe Biden got in office and he repealed a lot of stuff Donald Trump did. For a man who said he wasn't concerned with the sins of forefathers, he's sure repealing past sins of Donald Trump. But what about the biggest sin and the original sin this country committed, which was the brutal enslavement of my people, and after slavery, the race massacres, the violent discrimination that kept us in poverty, the land theft, okay? We, black Americans, now, since 1865, black Americans own only 0.5 wealth in America. Today, we own less than 3%. Since slavery, not much has changed. Joe Biden could easily do executive action and bring back the Freedmen's Bureau, whose job was to close all disparities between black Americans who are descendants of freedmen and white Americans. Joe Biden, with just a stroke of a pen, can start a commission to study reparations and implement them. You are a representative. We can't show up everywhere. People say, well, black people need to organize. We've been organizing since the 1500s. These other groups come in like Asian Americans, and within a few months, they get bills for them. It's your job to speak up for us. So you said we know Joe and Joe knows us. I don't care what type of heart Joe has. I care about the policies Joe is going to pass. So why is it, Congressman Clyburn, that you do not support reparations and you do not push Joe Biden to at least bring back the Freedmen's Bureau to close all disparities between white Americans and black Americans? We talk about a crisis at the border. What about the crisis in black America? That was the difference is the crisis in black America was inflicted on us externally. Well, America was built on our back, and we still hold this country up on our backs. It's broken every bone in our bodies, and yet it keeps up with our strength. Okay, well, can you please explain why you haven't pushed them then on executive action, specific policies for your people, Black Americans? That's my question. I don't get it.
What makes you think I haven't?
Because we haven't seen it. I see you on the news and you talk about every other issue, AAPI, LGBTQ. I watch it. I follow you just to see if you're going to mention Black American issues, and you don't.
Have you ever heard of HR 40?
Yes. HR 40, yes, that lacks direct cash payments and has no specific, that lacks direct cash payments. It lacks specific policies that Black Americans.
ADOS is everywhere. Cut the check.